Hey there! What's up? This is John Henry Sharon, the Love Dinosaur. Okay, and today I want to talk to you about regret. I call the title of this video on regret. So I'm going to make this one brief, I promise, really. You don't think I can't do it, right? You think I can't do it? You'll see. Under 5 minutes. All right. So what is regret? Regret, the way I would define it is that feeling of I should have, I wish I, if only I, oh man, wish I back, especially if it's a long time ago, then it's hard to shake maybe. Like, oh, I wish when I was 20 or when I was 15, I wish I would have, whatever. Or if you're a senior, then you look back on your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you say, oh, if only I did that then. Wouldn't you agree? That's what regret is? That feeling of longing for a choice that you never did make, right? So, do I have any regrets? I was thinking about that yesterday as I was walking around the nature trail by my house. We call it the creek. And I was thinking, there are things that come back to me, maybe repeatedly through life, that need resolution in my psyche. That I have I guess there's still remnants of things to learn from these events that happened long ago. But I would not classify any of these things as regrets. And I'll explain in a second. And then there are like general things, like bigger things. Like I can't specifically go to one specific moment in my life and say, yes, that was a regret. I shouldn't have done that one thing. I don't have any of those, fortunately. I say fortunately because I don't want those, but if you have it, so be, whatever, it's there in your life for a reason, for some learning. And I'm sure I have had them, and I learned what I need to learn at that moment and moved on. And I remember things taking a while to process, but now they're forgotten about or barely remembered, or at least not lingering. Right? So anyway, do I have any regrets? Like I said, there are some things that took longer to process than others, but I wouldn't call them regrets because I don't feel like I shouldn't have done them, or there's nothing I feel like, oh, I wish I did, I never did do. At my current state of life, of course, along the journey, I was at different places, but currently. Because there's always something you can do now that can address a regret. You could take action in a way now that does either heal an old wound, or that does honor your dream. If your regret is, oh, I wish I did this thing that I really cared about, and I didn't, even years later, you can do something that at least honors the dream so that you can move past regret. But whatever. What I do want to say is that rather than regret in my life, what I feel like is there are times that I basically subconsciously made a decision, I'm going to go down this path. I can think of specific bands and even relationships I had. I'm going to go down this path. And I knew it probably wasn't going to work out for the long term. I don't know, for the best, I don't know, you could say that's all relative. But for the long term, I knew it probably wasn't going to work out. But I took those experiences on. I accepted them. I jumped in because I felt like it would be whatever hurt or discomfort or pain I might experience from what I chose to do was going to be better than of trying to avoid it, not making the mistakes, not benefiting from the learning that comes with the mistakes and the experience and the joy and the thrill, whatever. I felt it was better to dive in and get a little dirty while doing it, but then at least have that as a part of my life experience. So there are times, like I said, even for years, where I was kind of involved with things that I didn't necessarily believe in, didn't feel was really had integrity with who I am, but I still had to go through that experience to learn who I am even better and to realize that it's not the path. So, so my question to you, what's better? And I'll just leave you with this question. To jump in to something, an opportunity that's in front of you that you know may not be the answer to everything. It may not be the best path for your life in the whole long term, but it might be the best choice for what you need to learn right now. Even if you can't be sure if it's going to be a happy ending or not. Is it better to jump in, risk making a mistake, learn from it, and then move on? Or is it better to choose not to jump in because you don't want to make that mistake, you don't want to get a little dirty, and then at the risk of not benefiting from the learning that comes with making that mistake and trying? What's better to you, to try and fail and learn, or to not try, play it safe, and potentially not learn? That's what I have to say about regret. Have a fantastic day. See you next time.